the shadows in the light so clear, whispers in the dark only I can hear. Tarot cards flip, revealing their tale. Pendulum swings where secrets prevail. Through the stream I bring the unseen, messages from places you've never been. Spirit talks and I lend my ear. Left from the beyond I make it all clear. Oracle speaks in riddles and rhyme, ghostly echoes that transcend time. I'm the bridge where two worlds meet, the living and the dead at my feet.
Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Come on in. Don't be shy. Come on in. The water's fine. It's summer. It's going to be summer tomorrow, like officially. I know it's been feeling like summer, but tomorrow it officially happens. The sun will be at its highest point. We're going to have the longest day with sunlight, at least, tomorrow. It'll be very, very exciting. What's up, weirdo? How's it going, bro? How's it going? I'm just waiting for some other people to come on in and join the show. How's your first half of the year been, Ryan? Mm. All right. Oh, it's been going so well, hasn't it? It's been going so well. So I'm gonna wait for some more people to join. I didn't really announce that I was gonna do a live, but let me check my messenger and just see if some people have seen it. I know it's too hot over there. That's why I left. That's one of the many reasons. It's only 105. Oh my God, only 105. When I was over there, when I was visiting, it was like over 100 no, it was like over 50, what was it? They had like a streak of like 15 days where it was over 115 days. And then it hit like 20 days when it was over 115. It's just been crazy. It's been wild. So crazy. Okay. So if you want to like and share, please do. Please send this out. I would greatly appreciate it. Good evening. It's 75 in Michigan. You know what? I would absolutely take the 75 over the 115 or 105 any day. Any day. While Arizona is beautiful, it's also hell on earth, in my opinion. It's hell on earth. Yeah, it was insane. Hi, Tanya. How are you, love? Come on in, everybody. We're going to have a fun show tonight. Like, share, follow, subscribe, tag your friends, get everybody in on this. If you know someone who's been going through a hard time, let them know. You're good, I'm good. It's all good. right? Okay. So while we're getting, people in here, let me get some like maybe some incense going or something. I don't know. Where's my fire stick? There's my fire stick. um what do we want to do? What do we want to do? I have candles right in front of me. I just don't know if I want to use that one. I think that'll be a good one. We'll do that one. Yes, it is hell. It is hell. Is it? No, it's not enough. Ta-da! It is way too hot. At any time of year, it's just too warm. Ugh. Okay, so tomorrow is the summer solstice. As I said, it's going to be the longest day of the year. Now, what can we do energetically to kind of bring in some of that solstice energy into like our life, because there's going to be a lot of sunshine or daylight, even though it says it's going to rain here tomorrow. Energetically, it's going to be the longest day of the year. So, if you want to get kind of crafty with some stuff, grab yourself some string, okay? Preferably, I would go with something like white or like yellow or orange. If you've got like some embroidery floss, great, use that. Or even if you've got like some fancy like gold string, you can use that as well. So you're gonna take a length of string. It's like sunshiny energy, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to tie a knot in it, okay? Just like that. Just one little knot. Sorry about that. I heard myself glitch. You're going to tie a knot in there, okay? And then later on in the day, you're going to think about something really positive again, and you're maybe going to go outside in the sunshine, and you're going to see like the birds and the sun shining, and you're going to be like, wow, it is so pretty outside. I'm going to tie another knot in there. Now we've got two little beads of positivity in there. Throughout the day, you're going to keep doing knots until you have 9 knots. The 9 is a very powerful number. It's 3 times 3. Okay. And then after you have 9 knots in here, right now I have 3. After you have your 9 knots in here, you're going to put it in a very safe place. And if at any point throughout the rest of the year you are going through a really hard time, you're feeling really low energy, you're feeling kind of gray, you're going to take to the string that you have put in a safe place, and you are going to untie one of those 9 knots that you put in the string throughout the summer solstice. And as you untie that little knot, what you are imagining is you have like captured a piece of that sunshine in that knot. You've captured a piece of that positive energy. And whenever you need a little bit of a boost, you go ahead and you untie one of those little knots, and then envision and then accept all of that like positive energy coming into your space. It's going to be wonderful. I love it. Also, summer solstice, popular thing to do, or not really popular thing to do, but just this is what's been done for forever, is bonfires, lighting fires. um Fire can be fire is an amazing energy to work with. It is very powerful, it is very beautiful, it can also be very, very destructive. What you would like to do, okay, or what I can advise you to do, is to take a piece of paper and write down things that you would like to kind of get rid of in your life, whether that's like bad habits, um, old ways of thinking. If you want to get rid of um, just old energy that you're ready to outgrow, write it down on the piece of paper and then throw it into a fire and let it burn. My microphone has gone out. I can hear myself. Can you hear me? I just saw your comment that said the microphone's gone out. Oh no. And what you're going to do is you're going to write down all of those bad habits that you have, and then you're just going to throw it away into the fire and allow the fire to destroy all of those bad habits. And then you're going to work towards not doing those bad habits ever, ever again. Got it? Capiche? That's what I think I'm going to do too. I'm going to do all of that stuff tomorrow. I'm still nicotine free. I quit nicotine on the 17th of January, still going very, very strong on that. So I think I may add that into the fiery energy tomorrow and kind of get rid of it because I don't need it. Okay. There's some other things I would like to get rid of. And as I am coming out on what feels like the tail end of a very long series of surgical expeditions, I can start getting rid of some of that old energy as well. So yeah, I can't believe I've gone this far. It's like over 150 days now, which is huge. Sorry about that. My brother. Something happened, but yes, I'm excited about that. So if you missed the not magic in the beginning, you can always rewatch that at another time or at the end of the show. You can come back in and watch that again and learn something. Okay. So there's some summer solstice activities that you can do tomorrow. Also, you can do like a simmer pot, like a summer simmer pot. Think of all the things that remind you of summer, like lemons and oranges and really bright sunny notes. Put that in some rosemary, maybe even some lavender, because that's just like kind of been blooming in my front yard. So you can add that into a pot of water and just put it on a low simmer and allow all of that bright sunshiny energy to like kind of fill your home, because that would smell amazing. That would smell like sunshine in a pot, I think. You know? What else? I don't think I have anything else for you for that part. Okay. I just wanted to share some fun stuff there that you can do. But I know why you are here. Because why else would you be here? You're here to get some psychic readings, right? Right? That's why you're here. So, for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Natalie. I am a psychic medium, or at least that's what a lot of people across the country and globe all tell me collectively. So, the way it works here, so long as you were 18 years old or older, I would like you to put your name down. I would like you to put your birth date down, and then your question. I do not do health. I do not do pregnancy. I do not do legal. For obvious reasons, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge, and I'm not a doctor. So, and for those who have done this before, kind of lead the way, and encourage other people to kind of join in and show them kind of how it's done. So thank you, spirits, angels, ancestors, and guides for coming in, all of us this evening. And we're very excited to hear what you have to say for all of us. Oh no, I started getting sing-songy again. It's fun when I get sing-songy, isn't it? Tanya, good Lord, you better never tell me I'm pregnant. Can you imagine me dropping into your inbox? Shauna, that's okay. Even if you got spotty connection, babes, you can still listen. Hit the share button, tag your friends, tag your family. Let's get this shit started, shall we? Okay. Let's get all these cards shuffled up. Like never. I don't even come into people's inboxes and be like, I have a message for you, beloved. No, absolutely not. Okay, so let's go for Erica. What's coming in for the next few months, if anything? Settling into home is what I hear. Okay. You're going to kind of be slowing down a little bit. That's what I initially see for you, is slowing down, not having to be so rushed and be so panicked with things, okay? Um you also know that you need to make some changes, but you may be like kind of resistant to, or be like, I just don't want to. I just don't want to. No one ever wants to make changes. Ever. No one really wants to make changes unless they realize I have to make some changes, okay? So whether that is like with changes with like money, or like holding on to things, like things that you consider to be valuable to you that really aren't valuable to you. If you know what I mean? So you may be going like through like a kind of like a weird deep cleaning of sorts, trying to get rid of some stuff that no longer serves you. It's okay to upgrade a few things, but not all things. I heard. The diet, heavy sigh. I've just lost like 7 pounds in the past few weeks, just changing my diet a little bit. And I don't want to like go on like a diet, but I'm not even calling it that. I'm just saying I'm just changing the way I eat, and it's made some difference for me. So I'm happy about that. But if that's definitely where, yeah. Do you also tend I'm not like trying to bring things up, but do you also tend to eat more when you are feeling like in a sense of crisis, or like you are emotional, like emotional eating? You're back and you can hear me. Yay! Brother's back. Hi, bro. Um, okay. Also for you, Erica, I don't know who's like, I don't know if you've been going through a tiff or some conflict with some people that like you don't normally have an argument with. Um, it's creating like some tension for you, and I even feel like there's like, I don't know if spiritual rivalry is going on. I don't know if like guides are fighting in your head and you can't like always make out like what they're saying, or if you're having a hard time trusting what you're hearing. You may need to look at like you may need to look at like that noise from another perspective. It may be that you need to change how you meditate, is what I'm seeing. That's how you tune into it. It's going to it you need to isolate the noise, is what I'm hearing. Hope that makes sense for you, Erica. But I also feel like there's going to be an argument in like your family. A tiff, an argument. Regardless of that little tiff, okay, I see you gain like kind of regaining control over yourself a little bit, okay? Um, kind of being a little bit more tender with yourself or with your own spirituality. Um, it's like I see you kind of like repartnering maybe with an old guide, or kind of I don't know how to word that. It's almost like just being a bit more consistent with things is what I'm seeing, Erica. It's like like kind of changing your commitments, or being a bit more committed to it. It could even be being more committed to doing readings as well. So all of that stuff is kind of going on for you, is it? You're like, I can't do much right now. You don't want therapy. I went through a long time where I was like, I don't want therapy. I don't want therapy. That's too much. That's too much. And then the universe is like, you need to go to therapy. It was like, all right, here we go. So I ended up going to therapy, and thankfully, I ended up with a couple of amazing therapists. I'm really, really thrilled with who I have in my life now. But for a while there, while I was just kind of raw dog in life, that was a struggle. That was a definite struggle. Not a Duffy, just general. Come on, what a boring, boring, boring. What do you want to know? Okay. I know life has been really uncomfortable for you recently, like really uncomfortable. Okay. I'll explain that one to you later, Ryan. Okay, Shauna. Wow. We got this Ace of Pentacles here. Okay. There's going to be a new financial cycle starting for you. I see you being a lot more serious about your income. Okay. A lot more serious about your income. I don't know if you are trying to regain control over your finances, being conservative with your finances, or if you're just trying to keep your money secure, or all of those things. Um, Whatever you're doing with holding on to your money, keep doing it. Okay. All right. Keep doing it. I feel like you're trying to accumulate a specific amount of wealth or something along those lines. You're like, I have to have a certain amount of money. You will achieve that goal so long as you keep doing what you are doing. Okay. Or whatever the plan is. If you haven't started it yet, whatever someone's advising you to do or helping you do, so long as you do that, it's going to work out for you. Okay. I also see you having issues. I don't know if like you're having like a if your emotions are challenging you, if dealing with your emotions is a challenge at the moment, something along those lines. Um I don't know if you're having trust issues as well because of past relationships. I feel like that's kind of part of it as well, or you may feel like you have like a lack of direction at the moment when it comes to relationships. You have to learn to stand on your own 2 feet first without them sinking into the mud. And I feel like that there is a older gentleman with you in spirit. I feel like he even comes across as he puts it, a grumpy old bastard. Specifically love life people, facts. Yeah, I feel like that there is an older gentleman. I don't feel like he is a father. I feel like he is a grandfather energy for you. Um, he may not have been like a blood relative, but he's coming across as like I want to. It's not like granddad. It's like Pap. I don't know if that's like the name. When it comes to the relationship, he's like he goes focus on what's more important or something along those lines. Okay. Um, like I feel like you're attracting the wrong people. I feel like you're attracting the wrong people, Shauna. Okay. Um, you need to get into a place where you yourself are comfortable and steady. I not like in a sea of emotion being rocked around left, right, and center by uncertainty. Okay. Um, because otherwise all you're going to be attracting is conflict and disagreement and tensions. And I don't want that for you and you don't want that for you. So don't do that. Okay. At least for the next at least for the next 3 months, don't focus on love life. Focus, or at least focus on trying to at least stand on your own 2 feet without having to rely on having somebody in your love life space, if that makes sense. That's how I want to word it for you. The hot dog thing is just a marketing money like making thing so that the hot dog companies make more money instead of the bun companies, because you'll always end up having to buy more hot dogs and more buns. Ryan. But I did see that you had put for career as an assistive technology instructor. Different from his DST training, the certification process is about 4 months. How will the training go for Ryan? Okay, immediately we're going to say it's going to be quite successful for you, Ryan. He wasn't your blood, but he was your grandpa. Shauna W, thank you for that validation. So Ryan, we've got like all of these possums, which I love possums, and it says litter of young. That is all about success. Okay. Um, this is a really good opportunity for you. And as long as you were able to keep yourself balanced, Ryan, okay, which you have, okay, you were very, very, very self reliant. Not everybody knows that about my brother, but he is very, very self reliant. And he's made a life for himself when it's been very, very difficult, okay. So if you were able to do what you've been able to do so far, you will be able to do this. Okay. But you need to keep yourself balanced. All right. Is it going to be awkward to navigate at first? Yes. It is going to be kind of hard for you to navigate. However, however, you'll be able to change and adapt to all of those things. Ryan, as the blind guy, I'm answering your question, Ryan. It's going to go really, really well. You will adapt to like things that are different, okay, or things that you have to make different, but I feel like that you are very committed to this change. So long as you put your head down and do it, you're going to be very good at it, okay? You already, Ryan, have a vision of you what your career looks like as an instructor. Okay, you already know what that looks like for you, and I see that so long as you keep your eye on that goal, you will be very successful. It was GPA. Okay. It was G-pop. I'm so glad. All right, for those that are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you would like a reading, all you need to do is put down your name, put down your birth date, and then a question. I don't do health, pregnancy, or legal. But go ahead and put your information down. Tanya Hall, do you want to have a look at your love life, huh? Thank you, spirits, angels, ancestors, and guides for coming through for Tanya. She wants to know what's going on with her love life. Okay. I feel like you're gonna have to go through you're gonna have to go through some people, even if you haven't already. You have to go through some pretty exhausting people. I feel like I want to roll my eyes for you, Tanya. I feel like it's like every time you open up your messages, you're just like, do I even want to see what they've written? Like I just it's like I don't know if you're being cringed out by people, if they're giving you the ick, things like that. Like it just I don't know. You're not being picky. Okay, if that's what's going on, you are not being picky. All right. I feel like that you have learned to have standards for yourself, Tanya, and no one that is coming to you is meeting those standards. All right. And there's a reason for that is because it's not time yet. Okay. You are manifesting this new relationship. Okay. And it is, and what you need is you need someone who's going to be responsible and fair. Okay. Um, and also it's like similar beliefs as you as well. I feel like that everybody that you are coming into contact with, it's like if you're a Democrat, they're a Republican. If if you're a Christian, they're an atheist. It's like they're absolutely the opposite. Okay, you know, it's like everyone that's coming in is like the absolute opposite of what you are looking for, and it's just gonna be nothing but like uh, not fun for you. Okay, I do see this. I almost feel like I almost want to say he's a water sign, like Cancer or Pisces. I don't feel like he's a Scorpio. I feel like Cancer or Pisces is kind of like they have to have teeth in a job, and that's okay. But unfortunately, I feel like they may have a job but no teeth, or they may have teeth but they're not clean. You know, like they haven't taken care of themselves, and it's just it's like everybody that you meet is kind of like giving you the ick, okay? And it's okay if everyone's giving you the ick, it's just because you are repelling the energy that you know you don't want, and you know that you don't have to settle, and you're not going to settle, okay? I do see this like kind of King of Cups who's going to be like wise and emotionally intelligent, and he's going most likely going to have a lot of water signs in his chart. Okay, he's going to be restrained and held back and like not he's not going to have like rage issues if that's how I want to put it. Okay, now this relationship, okay, it is going to be up to you on whether or not you want to invest your time into this person, because your time is very valuable, and you don't want to even go out on like a second date if you know it's really not going to be worth your time. because you're just going to come home with a headache. Okay. And then you're going to have to make like that text of like, that was nice, but I really don't think this is going to work out. Okay. You've already had enough like deep wounds when it comes to people from the past, that you don't need to like go through that kind of bullshit again. Someone who's not as stubborn as a mule is what I just heard. And Tanya's like, you hit the nail on the head. So what I would suggest, Tanya, is tomorrow, like write down like things that you are releasing, and you can even release like lower vibrational energies like that. You know what I mean? You can kind of burn away that energy and set the intention and set the tone to have different types of people coming towards you. Okay. Yes, there's going to be new possibilities for you, but yeah, you're going to have to go through some mischief makers in order to get there. Okay. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm waving at someone in particular. What I can suggest doing right now is not worry about the mischief makers. Yes, your nest may feel empty, Tanya, and that's okay. But it's also at the same time, if your home is empty, when someone starts coming into it and starts invading your space, you're going to soon realize you're like, you know what? I don't want people touching my stuff. I don't want people up in my business. Okay. So you're going to be a resilient one until this like water sign energy person comes in and changes things for you. I'm not saying you can't go out on dates and have fun and things like that, but I do feel like all of the ones that you do meet are not going to check off those boxes that you want them to. Do you have plans to go to a concert or something, Tanya? I feel like you're like I can kind of hear like it's like a concert or a festival or something like that. And it's like you're outside, sunglasses are on, hair's up, you got a big smile on your face. It's like I can almost hear music like kind of in the background. I don't know if like I don't know if this is recent or if you have plans to do that. It's like I feel like you're making friends at like a concert or a festival or something along those lines. I would feel like you have feel like your hair in pigtails for it too. Weird how like clear I saw that. Weird. Who's next? Hope that makes sense for you, Tanya. All right, well, that may be coming up. You may be getting like an invitation to like, oh my God, I've got tickets, or there's like it could be like a arts festival or something along those lines. And there's music playing in the background, but I feel like you're gonna be making a few friends at like this event. It hasn't happened yet. Wait a minute. It usually will. It's usually what people tell me at least. Who is next? For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you'd like a reading, just drop your name, drop your birth date, and a question. Really Nelson braids, maybe. Yeah, it's like little, like low ponytails, like that. That's what I saw. I also feel like you have a grandma energy that's been hanging around your family quite heavily recently. Quite heavily. It's not just around you, Tony, it's around, like, other people in your family as well. I already answered a question for you, Ryan. I already gave you a reading. I don't do double readings. That's not fair to everybody else. But waving to Cage Man, who's in the chat. You miss your grandma? Yeah, she's been quite heavy around. Teresa Andre, any info on your housing situation? And hi, Teresa, how are you, love? Let me see what Teresa. Ooh. Are you, I don't, okay. Do you feel like you're running out of time? Okay, this is, this is how I want to put it. I feel like I'm running out of time, or like there is a deadline fast approaching, Teresa, and there's like this panic that you're not going to get something in time for this deadline. You need to start believing in your good luck and that something is actually going to happen, okay? But also at the same time, if you are in a tizzy about things, that's not going to help your energy at all, okay? So try to kind of cool things down, and instead of like worrying about things that haven't happened yet, start being grateful for the thing that's coming for you. Okay. Be like, it's coming. I'm so thankful that this is coming, and it's going to be a surprise, or it's going to come like just in kind of like the nick of time or something along those lines. Um, like where you are now is not working, is what I'm hearing. And it's like, I feel like it's for a multitude of reasons that it's not working. Um, it's like your frustrations in this place is kind of like, so it's like, yeah, your anxiety and like tension is like really high for you, and that's like not helping you at all. But when it comes to that um whole situation there with your housing and everything, uh don't be too hard on yourself, don't be too hard on like the situation, okay? um Things are going to change, all right? But you're gonna have to kind of kick things into like high gear, okay? It's not gonna just land in your lap without you asking or looking for it, okay? Um, don't put yourself in the shoes of a victim, okay? Put yourself in a position where you're like, you know what, I've got a really big challenge ahead of me. Yes, it's hard, and you may be feeling a bit defeated about the situation because you're worried that things aren't going to work out, or you have like some fear that like the worst is going to happen, okay? And that you're not going to have anything. And if that happens, what are you going to do? Don't worry about that happening, okay? you just have to maybe switch some priorities. I feel like you're gonna have to go outside of like the zone that you were already looking for one though. Like you're gonna have to like expand your area just a little bit. Just a little bit, expand your area, and I feel like something's gonna like go ding, and you're gonna get like this little like bell that goes off and everything's going to be great. Okay. But you're going to have to take action in order to get this happening. And I know that you have, but it's not, it's like wherever you're looking, it's not working out or keep striking out, is what I keep seeing in my mind's eye. So just expand your search area just like a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like if you're going from like a 15-mile radius, go to like a 20 or a 25-mile radius and see what pops up for you. Thinking of moving out of Morgantown. Look at that. I was like, yeah, you need to like, you're like, not where you are now is not where you need to be. You need to like kind of expand your search to a different or bigger area. Okay. I'm thinking about going to Fairmont, like the Fairmont area towards Fairmont. You're very, very welcome, Teresa. Thank you for validating what I said, because I don't know that's what you're going through. You know, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're saying. That's exactly what you're thinking, Fairmont. You're amazing. Yeah, I think you're gonna do great if you look into like getting into a place closer to, might not be exactly in Fairmont, but it's like I feel like it's closer to that area. Mm. Harry Pritt. Ooh me. Why does Terry have skanky, stanky energy on him that he doesn't need to be having right now? Or like ever, really? There's a female that's like affecting some of your energy and is stressing you the fuck out. We're putting a lot of tension and a lot of like it's like kind of gross energy upon you. It's not someone that like you have any control over or any influence over. I just feel like they have had, it's like, you know, when you hear someone talking negatively around you and then that like kind of makes you have like a shit day because they're having a shit time. You're also burned out, love. You're also burned out. Um, it's like, okay, we've got like the 10 of wands and the ace of wands in reverse. There's like a total lack of energy there as well. And it's not, I don't see it like as like depression or anything. I just see you not having a lot of energy. And I also feel like this woman around you may be a bit of an energy vampire. And I don't feel like it's in your home. It may be at work or somebody else that like you kind of hang out with. It's not your sister. Don't worry about that. Okay. Will you get your like virility back? Yes, you will. Okay, you will. All right. I do feel like you kind of need to actually get physically away from where you are right now, though. Like you need to take the fan family and go to the water. Okay. Like be where the glitter is in the water kind of thing. That's what I see. Okay. Because if you don't, this stagnation that you're feeling right now is just gonna contribute more and more and more to you being burned out. And also, are you having a very difficult time sleeping? Like you're restless or you can't get your legs to calm down as well? Um, I don't know if that's what's going on with you or if you're just having like a really hard time resting at nighttime. Mr. Terry Pritt. I like you need to like take some magnesium because that will help with the restless body. I feel. Let me know what's going on, Terry. Don't like it when you go quiet. Like you need to get into like the sunshine. Burnout is for real and it sucks. Like big time. It sucks. And if you don't kind of get yourself out of that burnout and into recovery, it's going to be like the longer you sit in burnout, the harder it is to get out of it. Speaking from experience. Speaking from experience. Burnout sucks. I got burned out and I wasn't even working at the time that I was like burned out. I was just burned out from life. Just from life, man. I was like, this is so stressful. I can't cope. You need a distraction. And I feel like your distraction is also like where the plants are. So you need to start distracting yourself with the things that bring you joy. Terry. Okay. And that will kind of help you get out of like this like funk. And then you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna choose to like focus on my happiness. Okay. And I also feel like that you're gonna have like a moment of acceptance. Like there are just some things that you really, really, really cannot change, and you just kind of have to go through it instead of like trying to change it as well. So I hope that makes sense as well. I hope. So I hope that makes sense for you, Terry. I need to know as always, if you want to book with me, you can. If somebody wants to grab a private reading, you can just head to thependulumspath.com or you can Google me, look up the pendulums path. Um, and you can book a reading with me via my website under the services tab. I think I got time for like maybe one more as we're encroaching on like the 9:15 mark. And that's going to be like putting me at like an hour. And I don't want to take up everybody's time on on a Saturday. Because I'm just going to hang out and play Stardew Valley with my kid, maybe. Or build some Legos. It's actually not Legos, it's another company called Fantasy, but it's pretty cool. We're building a 90s PC, like a retro 90s PC. It looks like the computers that we used to have when I was in elementary school and junior high school. with the like thick plastic dust covers that we used to have to put on them. Remember those? They had the dot matrix printers too. Those were fun, huh? And everything was done via DOS. You had to type in commands. And the Oregon Trail. And it was great. If you didn't die from dysentery in the first like 2 weeks that you were on the trail, you were solid. I don't think I ever saw anybody make it through that game unscathed, like ever. Like somebody, like their family was gone. They lost the wagon. It was all really, everything had gone downhill for them. Like no one got out of that game uh, without a scratch on them. All right, folks. All right, since nobody else is presently typing in a question, if anybody wants to, do so now. If not, I will see you guys most likely next Saturday. Most likely. Probably around the same time. I'm trying to keep it consistent on the Saturdays, right out around like either 7:30 or 8, somewhere in there. That's kind of where I'm wanting to stick. But let me know if you prefer different days. You know what I mean? Drop me a message, be like, I think it would be better if you did shows on like Thursdays. I'd be like, cool. I will consider that. You know what I mean? But anyways, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me for the hour. I really appreciate it. Again, if you wouldn't mind, give my channel a follow, a subscribe, a heart, whatever you want to do. You can find me on all the socials, like all the social media under the name The Pendulums Path. Give me a like, give me a follow. I will see you guys next week. Take care. Love yourselves. Drink some water. Think positively. It's all going to work out in the end, okay? Take care, guys.